The Powder Master. Hey.
I don't need to answer you. You're the one who'd better talk, or your last meal will be your own tongue.
Character. That's a change. Too bad it doesn't seem to be accompanied by a minimum of clear thinking.
Where's this lighting coming from?
From what I can see, you're an imbecile, incapable of piercing the face that hides the true nature of the Red Scribes.
Well, I can pierce your face if that's all you want. In several places.
Mock if you like. Lamb that you are. You insist on believing that your employers are only scholars, curious and inoffensive. Can you not see more? Red Scribes, Ice Lords, they come from the same mold, and they want the same thing. Some are simply more successful in their efforts. Aeolus thought I possessed knowledge which he could use to become the equal of the Ice Lords. That's why he questioned me.
Huh. We're at war.
So what? We're at war, and getting our asses kicked. We can't really blame him for trying to find a way to stop the Deadwalkers.
Of course. It was for the good of all that I was captured and sequestered here in secret. It was to protect freedom that I was starved, tortured, and humiliated for weeks on end. It was goodwill and kindness that made him enslave a monster to guard my prison. Oh yes, I heard them, all of the screams. That beast did not lack for meat. No, indeed.
Huh. Killed a bunch of people.
Yes, in truth, the scribe was such a brave man that it was only for the happiness of his darling daughter that he tried to stab her.
That's ridiculous. You are the monster.
What?
You're a liar.
He tried to stab her. We just saw it.
My father wasn't like that. A liar. You murderer. You'll pay for what you did.
Sybil, wait! Shit. Witch, I suggest you behave yourself if you don't want to find yourself back rotting in that cell of yours. I am far from finished with you.
How is it that we can't see her
questions.
nipples?
Lots of questions. And you better make damn sure that I like the answers.
So be it. Then I will tell you exactly what you want to hear, mercenary.
Just ask everything.
You had the upper hand. Why did you decide to kill the leader of the Red Scribes?
I desperately needed to replenish my power, so I drained his. My mood grows a bit murderous when I get too hungry, or when I spend too many days trapped in a filthy cell without so much as a toilet.
So what, you went in your
Your
pants?
friend was no hero. His aim was to reproduce the same ancient rituals that permitted powerful magicians to become the Ice Lords that we are fighting even now.
He was not my friend, he was my employer. And a very influential man. You could have spared him, giving credence to your version of events. But you chose to kill him, and thus, any chance of them listening to you.
He was a deceitful and manipulative man. No one would have listened to me, so I permitted myself the pleasure of preventing him from harming anyone else.
The World Heart has had nothing but suffering from these magicians. I rejoice at this death. We need more like it.
Nice demon.
Let's say I understand your reasons. But it was still a reprehensible thing to do that has put us both in a seriously shitty situation. We're gonna have to play this just right in Valvanor. We'll try to talk to the steward, or the Red Scribes will lynch you without a second thought.
We? Am I to infer that you're going to help me, gentle mercenary?
Somebody has to deal with it. You seem to take pleasure in exposing yourself.
Nah.
To trouble, I mean.
Another pawn.
It's true. I hate denying myself a little pleasure. But I'm not worried about the outcome. Aeolus's daughter saw everything. She is an innocent, and will confirm everything that happened here. All you need to do is deliver your model prisoner to your steward.
Alright, did the other Red Scribes know about you?
Besides Aeolus, did you see any of the other Red Scribes?
I was drugged before being brought here. Aeolus is the only scribe who came to visit me during my captivity. But his second-in-command must have known, although I don't know exactly how much Aeolus was able to manipulate his puppets. If they are all as naive as his daughter, I imagine the temptation must have been great.
And a ritual at the temple, does that mean anything to
The
you?
Red Scribes performed a ritual in an ancient temple. Does that mean anything to you?
So that's the reason why he disappeared. The ritual was designed to augment his power. Had it succeeded, he would have become an accomplished magician, the first step toward becoming an Ice Lord. Given the ease with which I killed him, I suspect the ritual was a failure, or at least a partial failure.
More or less, but now I have a demon living in my head.
Let's just say the results weren't quite what he was hoping for, but something definitely happened. There was a burst of light, or maybe flame, and this thing entered inside me.
A thing? What thing?
Sort of parasite. The Red Scribes told me it was a demon.
Neither one nor the other, insolent girl.
Nah.
I bring thee flames. I bring thee the world heart. I bring thee the power, and thou, who doth hold me back with thy ingratitude in thy weak, pitiful body, thou darest name me parasite?
I bring thee bad voice acting.
You still here?
Huh? Oh yeah. I forgot to mention. She's kind of sensitive.
I must say, I have never heard of such a thing. It is, at the very least, troubling.
The end result is I sometimes find myself wondering who I am. What I am. That is, when we're not arguing, or it's not taking control without asking me what
Those
I
fucking
think about
vines
it.
are distracting as shit.
Then again,
This is absolutely fascinating. I think when we get the chance, we should talk about it in more
Where are
depth,
your nipples?
Meaning we
I can't see them.
undoubtedly need to experiment a bit.
I don't think she has nipples.
There is probably much to learn from this demon.
we'll see. For now, we've got more pressing problems. Let's finish this discussion in Valvanor. We'd better get back before they send a battalion out to look for us.
Crap, we gotta fight our way back now? Yep, we do. Anything over here? No. I thought maybe there'd be an item or something. Anything over here? No! Why did they create all of this if there's nothing in it? Look. Why would you create this area? There's nothing there. What's the fucking point? Oh, boy. All right. Wonder if she's any good. Hopefully she attacks and she does damage. Unlike the fucking elf who died after 2 seconds. Come on, I know you're not barely wearing any clothes. Here, jump down to this fucking muck. What I'm seeing is it doesn't look like the enemies respawn at all, right? Once you clear these areas, they don't come back. Huh. Alright, back to Valvanor.